Right now we're getting down to serious matters, and when I say serious matters, you know we're talking about food, right? you know how we feel about food on this show. And right now we have with us a representative from GRENSAVE, Mr. Randall Robinson.
Yeah.
And also we have the Venezuelan ambassador, Mr. Carlos Perez.
Thank you.
Right? And this morning here to talk to us about the International Food and Drink Festival that's happening at the Trade Center, Grenada Trade Center, not the World Trade Center, this Saturday.
It'll be for the world this weekend.
So, good morning, gentlemen, and welcome to the show.
Good morning, good morning. We just want to say that this is our 18th year. 18th year of the Food and Drink Festival and the International Food and Drink Festival, and we have 20 countries on board. Well, starting with Grenada, of course, and then we have Venezuela next to me here, Guyana, USA, United Kingdom, Cuba, Jamaica, China, Trinidad and Tobago, India, Barbados, Brazil, Belize, Japan, Norway, St. Vincent, the Netherlands, Iran, South Korea, and St. Lucia.
Nice.
Wow. Great.
All around the table here.
That's what I heard. I hope you have a really big plate.
So there's going to be a lot of food, right? And opportunities for people to experience the cuisine from all over the world, right? And drink, of course. Not just the food. You like to talk about the food, but talk about the drink. Right? We're going to be having the drinks. We're going to be having the drinks as well, yes? And it's our major fundraiser for GRENSAVE. And you know, GRENSAVE has been doing a lot for the children of Grenada, the underprivileged children of Grenada. We operate libraries, we operate some community after school classes and so on, summer school. We sponsor some kids for the summer school. So, you know, we make it a fun activity for the children who, you know, don't have as much as others have and so on. And that costs money.
Right, of course.
So this is our biggest fundraiser. So Venezuela is here, so they'll tell us a little bit about their thing.
All right.
Ambassador/chef, right? Well, good morning to everybody, and thank you very much for the invitation. And we as Venezuelans, we are very pleased to participate again in the GRENSAVE Festival. You know, since my arrival here in Grenada, we have been participated, you know, quite a lot every year. And my understanding is in the past year, you know, Venezuela has also participated, you know. And I believe beyond the food, beyond the drinks, for us it's a very important, I believe, contribution, because it's something that impacts in the community, not only in the international community, as you say, that we can exchange with another people, we can exchange food, but also it's like a cultural activity, like you have the opportunity to interact with somebody else, with another people, and also to contribute in some way to, you know, to the children of Grenada. So we believe this is very important.
Definitely.
And of course, at this particular moment, I would like to say that we're going to have some Venezuelan food tomorrow, and I hope that everybody, you know, enjoy it. So maybe I can explain a little bit about that.
Before you go on, tell us an example of what Venezuelan food is.
Okay, basically tomorrow, in the particular case of Venezuela, we are going to have 5 Venezuelan dishes for tomorrow, traditional food.
Right.
Maybe the most representative is, there is no translation in English, you know, for these dishes. It is only a Spanish word, but I try to, you know, to try to be the more accurate, you know, in order to explain. We're going to have tomorrow something that we call arepa.
Okay.
Arepa, A-R-E-P-A. Arepa is maybe that we call Venezuelan bread. It's maybe the most traditional food in Venezuela, or maybe the most representative. It's very simple. It's made from corn, and it's like a patty. It's like a flat patty, and you can stuff it with several things. The interesting thing about the arepa is that it's a very, very old traditional food in Venezuela. It comes from the times of the colony. Even beyond of that, because it's an Indian, an Amerindian dish. And many Indian tribes in Venezuela, like the Arawaks, the Carib, the Cumanagoto, they prepare the arepa, you know, from, you know, centuries, okay?
Right.
And it's something like, you know, rounded, flat. It's made from white corn, and you can stuff it with fish, beef, cheese,
Yeah, that sounds
and
good.
whatever you want. Okay,
That sounds
so
good.
we call that Venezuelan bread. And the funny thing with the arepa is, if you go to Caracas, Caracas is the capital city of the country, you can find a lot of places that we call areperas. Areperas is the places like a cafeterias when you sell arepas.
Right.
You can find plenty of arepas, you know, tomorrow.
Right.
The second thing that we're going to have is the cachapa. Maybe cachapa, another maybe complicated name, but it's very delicious, you know. It's something similar to the arepa, but it's sweet.
Okay.
Also, it's a flat patty made from corn, and normally we eat the cachapa with cheese, with a traditional cheese from Venezuela that we call queso de mano. It's like a handmade cheese,
Right.
and it's very representative, and also it's a very old dish, you know, even from the time of the colony too.
Okay.
Also, we're going to have another thing that we call empanada.
Right.
The empanada is very similar to the Jamaican patty, and it's something like the same thing like the arepa, but it's already stuffed with beef and cheese, and it's deep fried. We're going to have something sweet, like like the dessert that we call bien me sabe. Maybe in English it's something like it tastes good, and it's like a sponge cake with some kind of liquor, Venezuelan rum, and some like a sweet syrup. Okay.
I just want to make sure that the name of this is roughly translated to "it tastes good."
Yes, yeah, it tastes very good, very good. I invite you guys tomorrow, you know, to have a, you know, a piece of flavor of Venezuela
If you name
at
a
the
food,
festival.
It tastes good.
Yeah.
You have to have some confidence that.
I guarantee that.
Yeah,
all right.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah,
I'm not
definitely.
missing that one.
Yes,
Actually, all of that, it sounds good, and I'm sure anyone who's been through a Spanish class in your early secondary school, or even late primary school days, you're familiar with arepas and empanadas.
Empanadas,
Definitely.
right.
So, of course, this is your chance to come and taste it yourself. You know, go down to the
Indeed.
Venezuelan table tomorrow at the trade center and sample the real stuff. You know, you
Exactly.
say centuries they've been making this
Yes,
stuff in
yes,
Venezuela.
yes.
Right?
They've probably been making it in Grenada, you know, because the Arawaks and Caribs came up here,
Right.
eh?
Yes,
Not so?
yes,
yeah.
Yeah, and so we probably had that going
Somewhere.
on for a long time, somewhere.
Somebody tomorrow's gonna be like, "Hey, I'm gonna eat this for a night." Sounds familiar to me.
Yeah, definitely.
So, are you actually doing any of the cooking yourself, Ambassador?
I try.
Okay.
But if I want to be, you know, in our case, successful, I prefer to, you know, to leave that thing to the experts, you know,
Right,
because
right,
otherwise,
right.
you know. But I will be there, you know, with people from my staff, and we are going to sell. We are going to, you know, to be there to interact with the people as we usually do. And at the end, I believe it's the most important thing for us, you know, not only to show a part of the Venezuelan culture, but also, you know, to be with the Grenadian people and to be with the people of another nationalities, and in
right.
some way to contribute, you know, to activities in this country.
Definitely. All right, Mr. Robinson,
Yes.
right? 18 years running.
18 years.
That's a long time.
It is a
You know,
long time.
I don't know if this you can answer this question. Might be a little bit too far back for you to answer, but do you know how this actual event came into being?
No, actually, I can't say that I know that, and I'm not briefed on it.
Right.
But you know, I would say if we look back a little bit, there are a number of, well, I know, for instance, in Trinidad, there were a few activities around that time of our beginnings when there was a Catholics Can Cook. You remember these Can Cook festivals that took place and so on and so forth. So I suspect it came out of somebody experiencing that and you know, putting it together. Of course, we had, at that time, the Canadians, it would have been Can Save we would have started with, and so. So we are here probably taking that over and running it, because I think we incorporated GRENSAVE in 1985. So we right into the kind of time when, you know, we took it over and we started with the International Food Festival. Apart from that, I'm going to say that there are going to be other initiatives during the year that we're going to be seeing. We're asking the Grenadian public to continue to support GRENSAVE and its activities, because when you support them, you're supporting our youngsters. You're supporting our children. A lot of people are talking about the youth. We're talking about the children.
Right.
You know, and And that is where, and what is really nice is that at the end of it, with the festival and so on, most of the countries donate the monies to GRENSAVE. Right? So that is our, when we say major fundraiser for the year, that's the thing that keeps us running through the year, you know? And our staff, I mean, boy, the staff is working head over heels working on this thing. It's a lot of work to have what you could say is the UN. You understand? We have a mini UN activity taking place down here in Grenada, and I mean, you know, when we listen to what is happening in the wider world and so on, that all these countries can come together in this one little place doing something for people here, we feel really proud about that. That we're able to achieve that and so on, given the divisions you hear in the international press, but of course that does not happen in Grenada. We live in paradise, and so everybody recognizes that. So we look forward to all of you coming to the Grenada Trade Center, starting 12 o'clock tomorrow, noon till 6 o'clock. And let me tell you, there are going to be some added attractions. Let me tell you quickly. When you enter, you have to pay adults $3, children $2, right? And the added attractions in the children's village, we have the bouncy castle, we have horseback riding, we have dips. You know, in Trinidad we say brantub. They say brantub for dips, eh? Right, dips for the Trinidadians, brantub. Storytelling, cultural entertainment. We're gonna have train rides. You know, there's a train around the place. Rides. We're gonna have the train. We're gonna have a ring toss and lots more. So, and of course, there'll be some individuals who will be showcasing their flowers and wooden craft and homemade sausages and black pudding. Black pudding, folks. Black pudding. Yes, my wife must be smiling. Black pudding. Lots of local juices. And then the teas. You know, everybody's into herbal teas and so on now. So we have lemongrass, we have ginger, we have sugar dish, we have black sage, we have everything you can think about. And you know what I didn't notice on my page here? Soursop.
You can't, listen, hold on.
Soursop
you
is
cannot have soursop.
You have to have soursop.
You have to have
soursop. You understand? I walk with a few leaves, you know what I mean? My trees doing real. Yeah? And then we're going to have some African clothes modeling and so on. And we have some agro-processing. People will be there with their seasonings and that kind of thing. So you're not only going to get a taste of the spice, but you'll actually get some spice.
Right.
You understand? It's going to be nice.
Also, we were far from thorough when we were talking about the food. I mean, you have a full day activity.
Of course, yes, because you know, we want the children, it's a family event, you know, we encourage people to come out and so we want to make sure that the children are gainfully occupied.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So, children, leave the little things home, you know? You know that thing. Yeah. Put that down, come down, you know?
All right.
And as I thought about it, you know, I was in Belize recently, and you know what I saw being played? Marbles. When last you see children playing marbles?
It's been a long time.
We're going to have to do that next year.
I've played. We used to collect, but it's been a while since I've seen that.
You bring me some memories.
Good. So it's a day for the children, it's a day for families, it's a day for food and for drink. Come out, enjoy. Tomorrow, midday till 6 o'clock.
Definitely.
No, I mean, the day itself, I mean, it's a wonderful day. I've always enjoyed myself at this. It's a wonderful cultural experience, meeting all the different cultures. And I mean, we're fairly familiar with the Caribbean cultures, and it's nice that there's cultures further beyond the Brazils, the Irans, that sort of thing. You know, that's exciting. It's a fun day for the kids, for the family. But I mean, beyond that, you say it's a fundraiser. This has a pretty huge impact beyond. I mean, I wouldn't ask you for a figure amount, but how big an impact does this event end up having on GRENSAVE and on the kids? And
well, let me tell you, I mean, you know, proceeds from that will basically run our organization for the year. And these activities cost money, not just, I mean, you know, we have to pay for the building that we're in, so we have a bank loan, we have to pay that, we have to pay salaries, and we have to ensure that we, you know, pay for the facilities that we have for the children and so on, in the communities where we see about them, our libraries and so on. So it costs a lot, and this event probably does about 80% of that kind of funding.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, we still have to look for the 20%, and we are a non-profit NGO. So you're basically out there all the time. I don't want to say cap in hand, but we out there, and I think that GRENSAVE over the years has made such a positive contribution to Grenada that people should just reach into their pockets and try to assist. I mean, we have a number of children who would have benefited from GRENSAVE over the years who are coming back now and trying to contribute. Right, so there's all of that. There's a payback coming back now and so on. So eventually we should get ourselves on a really sustainable footing. But you know how things are these days, and everything is getting more expensive. But we want to continue to contribute. So it is important that you come out and support us in this way.
Definitely.
You know? And we're giving you something back. I mean, you're going to have cuisine.
Yeah, for sure.
International, you know.
All right,
yes.
so one more time. That's tomorrow from 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. 6 p.m. Yeah.
Food, drinks, activities for the kids.
Activities for the kids.
Plants on
show, craft items and that kind of thing. And of course, come and enjoy some local teas and that kind of thing.
All right.
So,
Mr. Robinson,
thank you very much, man. The name is Randall.
Randall. Oh, sorry. Randall. All right, Mr. Perez, Venezuelan ambassador.
Thank you, man. All right, welcome.
Thank you for coming on the show. And we will definitely be down there tomorrow to support, and we encourage the rest of Grenada to come out and participate as well. All right?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Have a great one.